Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Today, we're tackling co-parenting communication, which, let's be real, can be a minefield.
Oh, for sure. It's a tough one.
Right. So all about setting ground rules for those tough conversations.
Exactly, because good communication is key, right? It's
I
the foundation for making things work, or at least work a bit better for everyone, especially the kids.
Totally agree. Less stress for you, better outcomes for them. That's the goal.
Absolutely. How do you actually change those communication patterns?
Yeah. Because we all know intentions are good, but then you get into it and boom, derailment. Happens all the time.
All time. Like you're trying to figure out, okay, who's picking up Jimmy from soccer practice? And suddenly it's World War III.
It's like every conversation becomes a flashback to every past argument. It's so easy to get sucked into those old patterns.
Totally. So let's remember what's best for child's name here. Or our goal is to figure out a schedule that works for everyone, especially kids' name.
Like a script almost.
Kinda, yeah. It's a way to hit the reset button when things get heated. Reminds you why you're even talking in the first place.
I love that. Those little phrases, they can be lifesavers, honestly.
Totally. And that leads right into the next point, which, okay, it's about keeping things respectful, even when you want to chuck your phone across the room.
Oh yeah, that feeling. Deep breaths, everyone. Deep breaths.
Right. Compare co-parenting communication to, wait for it, a business meeting.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Kind of takes the romance out of it, huh?
Right. But think about it. In a business setting, even when it's tense, you're still aiming for professional, courteous. You don't start yelling at your colleagues about, I don't know, who left the coffee pot empty.
Unless you really want to get fired.
Yeah.
So how do we bring that to co-parenting? Because it's way more emotionally charged.
For sure. Being mindful, especially in written communication, like texts, emails, they're landmines for misinterpretation.
Oh yeah, tone gets lost so easily.
Exactly. So a simple please, a thank you can make a huge difference. And it's about actually listening, letting the other person finish their thought.
Instead of just composing your reply in your head while they're talking.
Guilty as charged. But yeah, even if you don't agree, acknowledging their perspective goes a long way.
It's like saying, hey, I hear you, even if I think you're totally wrong.
Something like that. Different people have different communication styles, so figure out what works best for both of you. Maybe face-to-face for big stuff, text for quick updates. The key is minimizing those misunderstandings.
Minimizing frustration. Taking turns speaking.
Oh yeah, that one's crucial.
It sounds so simple, but
But it's not, especially when you're in the thick of it. So much easier to just interrupt, try to get your point across.
you're not even listening to me.
Exactly. Practice active listening. Like, really try to hear what they're saying instead of planning your next argument. You can even paraphrase. So what you're saying is,
Shows you're actually paying attention. Even if internally you're screaming.
we've all been there. And okay, this next one is so important. No difficult conversations in front of the kids.
Huge. And sometimes we think they don't notice or they're not really listening, but
Kids pick up on everything. They might not get the details, but they feel that tension, like a sixth sense for arguments brewing.
it's like they can smell a fight coming. So the source is really big on scheduling separate time for those tough talks. Keep those interactions with the kids as calm as possible.
Yep. Treat those co-parenting talks like their own separate meeting, away from little ears.
So the kids can just be kids and not worry about grown-up stuff.
Right. And last but not least, the source reminds us it's okay to agree to disagree. You're not going to see eye to eye on every single thing.
I mean, thank goodness. I'd be worried if we always agreed on everything.
Right. And that's fine. It's not about always reaching a perfect agreement. It's about, can we move forward respectfully, even with different opinions?
And sometimes that means, okay, we're hitting a wall. We need to take a break or maybe bring in a mediator, someone neutral.
Exactly. Sometimes you need a referee.
So let's recap those ground rules. Stay focused on the kids, keep it respectful, figure out what communication works best for both of you, take turns talking, no fighting in front of the kids, and it's okay to agree to disagree.
Boom. There you have it.
Might seem like a lot, but honestly, even one or two of these can make a huge difference.
Totally agree. And here's a little something to think about. How can you apply these principles to other relationships in your life? Because this isn't just about co-parenting.
It's about communication, period. Family, friends, work, it all applies.
Exactly. Respectful communication, it's a superpower.
It really is. So go forth and communicate awesomely, everyone. We're rooting for you.
You got this.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.